Hey guys, we're here at Casa Real for the all-new McLaren Artura test drive event. I'm Monica with Walnut Creek Luxury Collection, here to take you on a ride in McLaren's brand new hybrid vehicle. Now, just on the other side of these grand doors, future Artura owners are staying cool, enjoying refreshments, gift bags, and personalizing their build of the very new McLaren Artura. Come on in. How awesome is this place? But I think I found something that's even cooler. Come on over. So what's really cool about the configurator is that from paint to the interior, we can really dial it in and create a personalized Artura experience. Let's see, orange? Yeah. The Club Sport seats, always a winner. How do I make it go faster? Just kidding. Artura cookies and milk, strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. I haven't figured out where they've been keeping the chocolate cows, but I have a feeling they're around here somewhere. Then we moved down, we got some delicious hors d'oeuvres and fruit. Now, if your heart wasn't racing fast enough from your ride in the Artura, come on back and get some coffee, some tea, and maybe even some more antipasto. And then, oh, you know what? I think it's my turn. Let's go. Thank you. Well, I'm excited to get this going. What do you think?
Yes.
Let's go. What I find really interesting is that it starts up in electric mode, which is really cool if you're trying to sneak out of the neighborhood in the middle of the night or early morning and not wake your neighbors up and, you know, keep the emissions down in your local neighborhood. Already that hydraulic steering feels so much more direct than the electronic. All right, so I can see it's in the automatic mode right now. Ooh, okay.
Obviously, you can shift on the paddle shifters and go into manual mode for about 7 seconds before the automatic starts kicking in.
Got you.
Or if you want it 100% manual, you would just push that button right there on the powertrain.
All right. Wow,
That's
those brakes are nice,
right?
huh? Super responsive. There we go.
Mode, it will turn on the start-stop.
Oh, it's so direct too. There's no, oh my gosh. Wow, that the EV where it kicks in and makes up for the torque infill, that's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
I don't think we've even just scratched
You're
the...
shifting everything. No, we haven't even done it. This handles is so amazingly on the track.
Wow.
It is so much fun.
Yeah, and these seats, I mean, they feel like they hug you. It's not too rigid, but you know, it feels like it's definitely made for performance. Ooh, okay, so it just a split second before that kicks in. Unbelievable, just straight into it. Oh my gosh. A split second with the traction, that is. You definitely still feel like you're driving a supercar, right? It doesn't take anything away from it. The simplicity in the cabin is really beautiful too, but yet I still know and feel like I'm driving a McLaren, which is awesome. Like it just, I mean, this could be the leading edge. This could be the new way for supercars, but I'm excited with what McLaren has done here for sure.
I love that their take on the hybrid specifically.
Right.
Like you feel when you're in sport or track mode, you are driving a high performance McLaren.
Right.
That is what you're driving. When you're in electric mode, you have a different personality in an electric car, so you're able to sneak out of the house.
So diverse,
You're able
yeah.
to not wake up your neighbors.
Right.
Or wake up your family when you can't leave for work in the morning. It
Yeah.
has that versatility, but I love that they did not compromise on the performance aspect.
I think that's what we were all a little bit worried about at first, was how is it going to be, some of the fun going to be gone with this electric and with this hybrid powertrain? But absolutely not. If anything, it's more responsive, and it's yeah, really quite a fun.
Turbo lag and
Yeah. That's
If
right.
you have a track, you can feel it's a lot more aggressive.
Gotcha.
All the gear shifting mapping, the throttle mapping, the steering wheel mapping all gets more aggressive as the modes that you go up, which makes it a lot more fun, engaging, performance oriented, and you get to choose the different personalities how you want to drive.
Right. So it's really a very versatile, exciting new car from McLaren. Oh, how cool is the chimney out the back? Wow.
See
The heat coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Okay.
Hartford, but you'll see it's a little bit.
Okay. And for the 3-liter twin turbo V6. Now, some people may question whether or not you lose that sound, that McLaren sound, but honestly, it still sounds amazing. It does.
And that's been everyone's number one concern is, okay, what about the sound? Because we're so used to twin turbocharged V8, not
Right.
V6. What is that going to sound like? And as soon as they get in this car, they are so impressed.
Yeah,
They really
absolutely.
are. They're so impressed. We're so much. I love this car. She is so much fun to
Oh
drive.
my gosh. And we're going straight, correct?
Yes, we're going straight.
Ooh. Okay. Super responsive. Ooh. Bye.
So I think that's the next road. You'll see it
Okay.
kind of come up right over here.
Alright.
That'll be Hartford. And this is where we can just put a launch in.
Yeah, we got launch control on this, right? Or no?
We'll launch it in our own way.
Okay. Shit.
Yes.
I remember driving the 600 LT, and when the owner of the car was telling me, hey, we're going to do the launch mode, I was like, it's so counterintuitive, the thought of like, hang on, I've got to do what now? But
Right.
how impressive the technology is behind it is amazing. So what are we going to do right here?
I don't think so.
Okay, so this is just a little bit of open road for us to play on.
Yeah, as long as oh, okay. So we're like halfway there. So we can open this one up if you want, but the Hartford where we're going to do 0 to 60 if you want to do that one.
Oh my God.
Oh, you know what the dinging is? Because you're going over the speed limit and it's
Oh
yelling at you.
no!
That's the roadside recognition.
Is it?
Yeah, and I can when we pull over and we're at a stop, I can turn off
'cause
the
I'm
audible
speeding?
warning. Yeah, it's 1 mile.
I'm
over.
not speeding, okay?
Never. We would never do that.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was rev limiter or
Here we
something.
go.
All right.
Yeah, trust me.
Right
it's
here.
the same thing. What the heck is that beeping? Why are you yelling at me, car? So what parts? Isn't that cornering so good?
Sticks like it's on rails. Like it's on rails.
Yes. Oh,
Wow.
so sexy.
Okay. Yeah, and this is a relatively rough road, yet it doesn't directly feed back through the steering wheel and make it feel at all sketch in any way. Incredible.
Still feel like you're in control of the vehicle.
Absolutely, which is hugely important, of course.
A little bit, and then let's launch it.
All right, that's what I like.
Doesn't make so much room in the corner. At least I can watch.
Right,
Let's stop it right here. This looks like a good spot.
good spot.
And then we'll do the same thing.
No more Mad Max. Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
left foot braking, a little bit, counterintuitive, but I'm told it's well worth it. All right.
Now
So
you're
we
gonna
pedaled-
rev it up to about 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs. Kick it, and then lift up. Oh no!
Why is
it's
it
not
doing
letting
that?
us. Okay, now lift up on the brake.
Oh my gosh! Oh!
Isn't that
Oh my god!
so good?
Oh! Oh my god! All right.
Yes.
Wow!
Right? So good. So good.
That was impressive. Now, launch control on the 600 LT, which I had tried before, was already super impressive. But then, so what's happening here? The electric, the EV is kicking in with torque infill right up until the point where that supercharged V6 can kick in. Is that about right?
exactly.
Nice. Wow, the launch on this. Forget it, Tesla. You got nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. McLaren always does such a good job with their steering wheels. The paddle shifters, everything, it just feels so nice in hand. It doesn't feel like, you have to look for where everything is. It just It's beautiful.
I love that they keep it, again, driver focused. They don't have all the buttons around to clog it up and make it look busy.
Right.
It's just for steering. It's just to control the car. And I love that aspect, especially for a high performance vehicle
Right.
such as the Artura.
I'm seriously in love with this car. That launch control
Right?
part,
Doesn't
like,
that steal your
woo!
heart? Like, no, we gotta do that.
That's where the
You need to
hybrid,
experience this.
yeah, that's where the hybrid is like, yeah, we're not messing around out here.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, even with our other McLarens, the launch is really amazing and impressive.
Absolutely.
But because of that e-motor, that when it comes in to assist, just those
Oh yeah.
gears, it's amazing.
That torque fill-in is out of this world. When you're really using it, that moment of just like launching was brutal. Oh my gosh.
Not sure where we're going.
So that's something that I've also here is new to this model is the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. Now, is this something that they're working on creating wireless, or is it still a connected feature at this point?
It's a connected feature at this point.
Okay.
I don't know about the feature. They keep
Yep.
a tight lid on that, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, one thing I have noticed about this is that they've done everything they can to really make it light without compromising on anything, right? And so there are little things that the little luxuries of say a Tourer, where you have these little things because the weight doesn't necessarily matter so much, right? So
It matters. Especially for
absolutely.
McLaren. I mean, they did. I mean, they even put the gas tank has always been on the left-hand side. Now it is on the right because the plug-in charging port is on the left-hand side. So that's the closest to where the battery is located.
Okay.
So it's a lot less wires and everything else. So if we went on the right-hand side, it would have been more weight, more travel. So it just made more sense. So they
Makes
decided
sense.
to switch it, and it did. It saved. I mean, they do little decisions like that because of being very weight
Yeah.
conscious.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely been quite a lot of, how many years in the making is this one now? 6 years in the making, and they really have thought of everything in here. I mean, I'm excited to see how McLaren evolves in the hybrid market from here. I mean, this is really exciting.
Really exciting.
It didn't feel super uncomfortable being in traffic. It didn't feel like we were just sitting in this really high horsepower car that's just inching and begging to go. It was really comfortable in the commuting kind of pace, you know what I mean? The everyday pace.
That's a great way to put it, because that's exactly what it feels like.
Right.
There's some cars that we both have driven that feels like you can't contain it, like it's just a racehorse that just wants to go.
Yes, yes.
This was a racehorse that wants to go for sure, but at least you're able to control it more when you're in like stop and
Absolutely.
go traffic and everyday traffic. So
Absolutely.
it helps a lot for everyday drivability, comfortability, and then you have the guts and glory of the
Yes.
McLaren. So fun.
And in the Bay Area, Lord knows we need that comfortability.
Yes.
Woo. And then on the brakes, those brakes are just beautiful, huh?
I wish
Wow.
I could show you that a little bit more.
Yeah, I would love to experience that.
If you push on the brakes 100%, long over 100 like we just did, it just stops on a dime. It's
Wow.
multi-link suspension. You
Okay.
have complete neutral camber. So when you apply the braking or the acceleration, you're not getting a positive or negative. It is completely neutral. And you're getting better
Interesting.
stability, better acceleration, everything, better control, controllability, of course.
Right.
But when you're braking, especially a hard brake, going over 100 miles an hour, and you actually punch it all the way down to the metal, it just stops on a dime, and
Wow.
it just keeps you centered. You don't feel like you're out of control and you have to correct it with the steering wheel. Just keep the steering wheel straight, slam on those brakes, and it stops.
Interesting. Well,
That was so fun.
yes, and I am really, really impressed. I'm truly impressed. I mean, this is an exciting
That's
car.
the best, best response, and we've been getting that all day from all the drivers. They
Awesome.
love
That is
this
so
car.
good to hear. So what's really interesting about this is the Pirelli Cyber tires. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
A little bit, yes. So they're going to be coming standard. Now with the Cyber, it's going to be a cyber technology where you're able to see, you'll be able to scroll through on the driver's screen, and when we get to the tires section, you are going to see the tire pressure, of course, but also the temperature that each tire is at. Now with higher packages, you're able to get more technology with those tires. You're going to be able to get the front camera for track and other kind of modes where you memorize like your lap time, things like that.
Okay.
But specifically with the Cyber tires, which I think is phenomenal that we have that now. We need to. We were able to see the temperature gauge
Oh, there we go. Now that's awesome. That's, you know, when we get out on the road and your tires are just a little bit cool, at least now you have a visual aid to be like, okay, we need to warm them up a little bit first. And well, thank you so much for taking me on a ride in the Artura. This is really a surprisingly amazing car. Like, the launch control is really, really what impressed me. The braking, the handling, it's so responsive. It's so comfortable in the lower speeds, but yet at those top speeds, okay, well, this is amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, good job, McLaren. This is really, truly an impressive car and a much needed addition to the McLaren range, but also to the hybrid supercars. Absolutely. So wonderful. That was amazing. Fun. That was so fun. Yeah.
So much fun.